Fan Show Studio Tour. We're getting a look inside authors and illustrators' studios to find out the spaces they work and what inspires them. Today we're talking to my friend, Drew Brockington. Say hi, Drew.
Hi, Drew.
How's it going? Who's out there with you, Drew?
This is Waffles. Waffles, say hi. Hi, everybody. My name is Waffles.
Waffles is a Castronauts.
That's me. I can do things that cats cannot.
That's awesome. So, Drew, tell us, is this the studio? Is this where you do a lot of your work?
Yeah, this is my studio. And actually, I've only been in this studio since October, so it's still kind of new. But yeah, this is my new space. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We have, you can see behind, there's like a little workstation, and I have these magnet boards. I don't know where I'm pointing. I'll just point at it. But I have these magnet boards on the walls so I can put pictures of what I'm working on at the time, or, things like that. Right now it has a lot of my kids' drawings, which is pretty fun.
Well, yeah, that's inspirational.
Yeah, totally. And then I've been decorating it. Waffles likes this, but I've been decorating it with, there's like spaceship posters of the space shuttles and all the NASA stuff, all the memorabilia about, going to space and adventuring. We have everything. I've been bringing in, I bring in like some of my favorite toys, like this is a donut. And what else do I have? Oh, this is a cool like old ET action figure.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been bringing that stuff in, and then just like some of my favorite books. And I even have some, just like a box of Legos that I do, like if I need to take a break or something like that, just some projects to work on. But
Cool.
yeah, lots of fun stuff.
So you're a Lego enthusiast, I take it.
Yeah, I really love building. Above our fireplace at home, I have this whole Lego city that we've been building for the past like 7 years, I think. So.
Oh, wow. A long-term project. How cool.
Yeah.
So now I see, I don't remember seeing Waffles last time in the flesh like this. How long have you had this, Waffles?
Let's see. I've been on a mission. I've been at the International Space Station for cats. My mission ended about last spring. So over the summer, I've just been hanging out with Drew, learning to draw.
Very cool. So you getting your Earth legs back?
Yeah, a little bit. Lots of naps. That's what they say.
So cats in space, very much like cats on Earth. Lots of naps.
Yep. Lots of naps. Just more floating.
Cool. So now, Drew and Waffles, while you guys are working, do you sometimes find that creativity isn't always as bountiful on one day as it is the next?
Oh yeah, it's sometimes you just hit a wall and you what is it? You call it a brain fart? Yeah. Yeah. You just like all of a sudden there's nothing up there and you're like, what do I do?
Well, so I think that does beg the question: what do you do? What do you do, Drew, when you get a brain fart?
So what I've been doing lately, it's been really fun. Is I have 2 dice. I actually have them right here. So I have 2 different colors of dice. And they have 6 numbers on each of them. And I make 2 lists of animals. So like one side will be horse, panda, donkey, blah, 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 6 animals. And then the other one will be like shark, bear, monkey, and I'll make 6 more animals. And then I roll the dice, and whatever the 2 numbers are, I take, number 3 from one list and number 4 from the next list. And then I try to draw that as like, the animal was mashed together. So one day I drew a cat horse, and the other day I drew a monkey bear. So they're just kind of like things that that as long as like you don't have to come up with the idea, because it's told you what you should draw, and it's all random based on the dice roll. So that's been pretty fun.
That's amazing. Yeah, somebody else was talking about something similar with flashcards, where they'll just like one day they created like 10 character cards, 10 place cards, 10 conflict cards, and then when they're feeling stuck, they just kind of scramble those around, and instantly they've got a little story mapped out for them to start on.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, I love that.
Well, yeah, but those kind of prompts are really helpful when you're stuck like that, because when you're not kind of, I guess, given any boundaries, sometimes it's really overwhelming.
Yeah. Sometimes like all I need is just a word to start thinking about. And sometimes coming up with that word is like the hardest part, you know. And that word could be really vague too, like smell, you know. And then you're like, well, what do you think of when, you know, as soon as you have that word, it's like smell. Like, what do you think of? Tuna fish. Oh, you think of tuna fish.
There you go, Waffles. You know, I was also thinking along those lines. No, you know what? Now I'm having a brain fart.
Oh, don't open your mouth because it might smell.
Thank you, Waffles. I appreciate the tip.
I'm there for you.
Oh, you know, Drew, what I was thinking, it's something actually that I think Jerry Seinfeld said about making Seinfeld, is that because he was really cornered by the censors on that show, it made him actually have to be funnier. Like giving himself some constraints, like made him really have to think outside the box.
Yeah, I think a lot of the projects that I've liked the most that I've worked on are things where I make rules for myself. So like when I work on a Castronauts book, I have rules where I try not to do more than 4 panels per page. And it just forces me to one, it makes me like, you know, not worry about like, how do I tell this story? Because I always know I'm going to have, you know, 4 panels per page unless there's like something I have to do, you know, it's a special circumstance or something. So it just helps my brain, just like primes my brain to be like, okay, how can I tell a story with these like constraints on me? And it just makes it not only makes my brain work easier, but you know, yeah, you're not boggled down with like that blank slate, you know, white sheet of paper, like, oh, what do I fill this paper up? You know.
Yeah, no, I totally, yeah, absolutely. Well, and that got me thinking too, because you use a kind of a formula page by page, it creates your own vocabulary for Castronauts. So when someone picks up Castronauts, they know what to expect. They especially if they've read one, then they pick up the next one. They see, you know, 4 panels on a page. Like the story is told, you know, 4 parts at a time. Like it's almost like your iambic pentameter in a way.
Oh, yeah. There's a very specific pace that happens throughout the books that I try to make sure is consistent through each of the stories. Yeah.
So now, Drew, are there more Castronauts books in the works?
It's called Digital Disaster. And this is a good one. So the Castronauts and I go up to test out a new space station before it's open to the public for like recreational space travel. And then after that, I start working on the story, telling a story of Waffles when he was a kitten.
A prequel.
Yeah, a prequel, and it's all about me, Waffles, and my sister Pancake.
That's awesome. Wow. Well,
So,
I mean, you know,
yeah.
not just because Waffles is present, but you were always my favorite character.
Aw, I'm gonna blush. But that one looks at like how Waffles gets inspired to be a Castronaut, and you know, like when he was little, he would go to the air show and to the museums and things like that. So
that's cool. So when you started Castronauts, did you imagine that it would become a universe in and of itself?
no, not at all. Like I thought, the original Castronauts was like a little 10-page comic, and my idea was to do another 10-page comic and, you know, and just have fun while doing it. And then now, yeah, it is its own universe. And the cool thing about this, the Waffles, Pancake and Waffles kitten story is that like so much of the Castronauts is focused on just the world of the Castronauts and Catsup and the science and space travel. But with the kittens, I have them going to like school and going to museums, and you know, you get to see a lot more of the home life of the world of cats, and that's been really fun to explore.
That's awesome. Well, Drew, this has been fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to show us about your studio before you go?
Let's see. Waffles, do you wanna show anything? Oh, we can show a Pancake and Waffles picture. Oh, would you like to see a pancake? Okay, cool. Hold on, Waffles. You gotta take a nap for that. Okay. I can show you that.
Cool. So is this from the new book?
Yeah, this is from the pitch. So I'm actually working on the new book now, and it's slated to come out I think next year at this time.
How cool. So we'll get to meet Waffles' parents?
Yep. Yep. And that's his sister Pancake. And it's when they were like around like first graders, I think.
Wow. Well, I can see he's got an airplane, so he's already starting his love of aeronautics.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been all about transportation and flying and getting from A to B for the longest time.
I can't wait to see this. This is so cool.
That's cool. And I got one. I can show you this is like them
Oh, cool.
just around their house.
Wow, a sneak peek.
Yeah.
That's Waffles' proto astronaut suit.
Super secret. Yeah, it's actually his pajamas. It's his pajamas and 2 oven mitts and a cardboard box. So
I love it. Oh, cool. Wow. Well, thanks so much. This is super exciting. We get an exclusive look at some new Castronaut stuff.
yeah, no problem. It's fun to show. So
Goodbye.
goodbye.